experience. But again, look, I'm talking about the older players, but the younger boys, you look at what Chalobah getting involved yesterday. Olarena's been involved with the first team. It's a chance for them to go and prove themselves as well. So there's a lot at stake out there today. And Chelsea could overrun that one. But that's what happens in football, though, isn't it? You think you've got a chance, and all of a sudden injury sets you back. And a couple of seasons down the line, you say he's going on loan to PSV and playing in the under-23s at Cobham. And you couldn't have seen that when he first signed.
Bakary with the throw-in down the line. He spent some time at Chelsea before he joined Southampton. A couple of the Southampton squad did, actually. They come into this game off the back of a 4-0.
Across the bows for the Chelsea boys, and let's hope, as I said, we can get a goal back sooner rather than later.
Fabregas looking for Solanke, cleared away by Bakary. Fabregas, his first real involvement in this. Ivash with Steve Holland alongside him today.
See Mark being in there as well. There's a lot of experience on that bench.
And him, actually. Here's Fabregas. It's a beautiful pass out to Aina. Bakary with the clearance out for a throw. Harry Lewis. Quickly bowled out as well. Tomori in to stop any potential counter. And he's going on here for Kaya Tomori. Again, he's got plenty of options. Which one's he going to choose? Mason Mount. Oh.
On the first occasion now, I think there's more space for him to get a shot in on target.
Bakary missed it. This was there to help him out. Fabregas has won it back. Equaliser. Yale joining us. Olamola put Southampton ahead, but 2 minutes later, Michy Batshuayi got Chelsea back in it. Risk taken down by two players every time he gets a touch of the ball. Aina. Bakary came across to close him down. Here's Van Hinkel.
Nodded back by Costa and Pedro hit the bar from it, but Michy's strike wasn't as good as Pedro's, that's for sure.
He can very much consider himself a first-team player these days, I think, Olareina. He knows the importance of playing regularly. This gives him valuable minutes. Mount teasing. Bakary taking no risks.
Yeah, again, Mason Mount does really well. He drives to that far post, dinks the ball to the far stick. Olareina a little.
Mount up to Solanke. Fabregas. This is Flanagan. Quicker is the shout from the touchline.
Just before that, AD was going to get round the ball because we was a little bit standoffish there, allowing Southampton to get the ball down and play around us. And AD's going to squeeze up to the ball and put pressure on and get across the near step. Lamola.
Can he get there before Bakary? Managed to pick his pocket.
Bakary's very slack there. I mean, he's just letting the ball run off, but Olareina chases a lost cause there and we get a corner out of it.
Arbo's dink. That is an optimistic shout for a back pass. Solanke. Carlos has marshalled him fairly comfortably so far. Bring that down unchallenged. More than a few weeks back.
Well, if it's an Arsenal boy, he'll want to prove a point today, so that's another angle to it.
Kyle Scott is desperate to get on and play alongside Cesc Fabregas. They're quite similar in terms of the way they play. Here's Aina. He's left the defender on the floor, Bakary. Four in the middle to try and pick out. Mason Mount's up there too. That's why he ran into traffic. Aina. Fabregas. Make the rules and organise the competition somewhere between Premier League 2 and the idea for the EFL trophy. There's somewhere where you can sort of meet in the middle, if you see what I mean. Maybe get some more first-team players involved in this and not...
Going back to the international tournament, I mean, Dinamo Zagreb have always got good kids. I mean, they're really, really thrive, and they obviously end up selling a lot of them to fund the club, and down the line they brought a good few through, so that's going to be a
bit flat after a bright start to the second half.
Yeah, it has, and I think Southampton, to be fair, I think Chelsea are getting a little bit frustrated here, and Southampton are still being dogged and still doing their jobs. There's an opportunity there.
Van Hinkel. That's good defending from Bakary.
That's tremendous defending. He's actually the wrong side of Marco Van Hinkel there, and Van Hinkel's touch was poor and allowed him.
Just a little too strongly on Bakary for the referee's liking. Bakary went to ground in such a way that would help persuade the official, I think.
That's tremendous play. I mean, Chelsea have squeezed high up the pitch there. Michy Batshuayi's closing the goalkeeper down. They played their way out, so full of confidence there. I mean, young men, but they're really playing it the right way. I mean, Martin Hunter would be a very proud man there at the moment.
Ardos.
Game for the first 45 minutes and end up drawing 0-0, but no, I remember that vividly. It didn't look like the biggest try in the world.
Batshuayi. Move it round the corner for Solanke. Here's Willard, the substitute.
And Fankati Darbo there, who wasn't aware of where he was, and it's a good ball played into the box. So we got a little bit lucky with a ricochet, but see, that can't happen. Dom Solanke has to hold that ball up and bring people into play. He's tried a flick, it's not worked, and Southampton win the ball back. Fortunately, he's grown.
So two Southampton changes. Chelsea yet to show their hand in that regard. Here's Batshuayi. Darbo. Batshuayi helping it on. Bakary away only as far as Terry. Therefore, just saying to him, OK, you're going to start the next 3-4 games for this side.
Yeah, got to. Look, you only get better. You can train all day long. There's nothing better than the match practice and the match speed and people actually wanting to tackle you as opposed to Ike Ogbu, because he won't be happy because obviously he's the leading goal scorer.
Maybe it will take Ogbu to come on and turn this game round. Van Hinkel. Far in the second, but we're 3/4 of the way through the game and Chelsea still trail.
Successful to let that go for a corner, but he kept it on.
Realised Bakary was quite so close.
Yeah.
It's Fabregas again. Looking out for Mount. Corner the decision this time.
Well, we're huffing and puffing, but no real action in that final third.
With 3 out-and-out strikers out there now.
Well, it looks like it, yeah. Ike Ogbu's just run into the space of Olorena there and killed him because he was going at the fullback and it wasn't good positional play. But yeah, you're right, 3 up. Oh no.
Oh, this is getting ridiculous. That was Solanke again. He's hurt himself in trying to score.
Tremendous, and something he worked for his own and did really well. It was a great finish. So yeah, they've done okay.
Getting some respite for the Southampton defence. Aina. Batshuayi. tackle again from Gardos. Had a good game back there.
Well, he's had a better second half than he did first, and I think he's matched up. Mishibatshuayi's tried a couple of tricks on him, but he stood fast, and that one challenge on the edge of the box when Mason Mount...
Sterling. Oh, Bo didn't get a shout, I don't think, from Olorena coming in behind him. Bakary hoiks it down the line. Barnes touch. Good tackle from Fabregas. And Bo win it back, not quite off O'Connor.
And he's hit a real hopeful Hollywood ball to the far post, and Chelsea have got the ball back.
Oh, so I think he couldn't work it to Van Hinkel.
We've made that point about Dom today. You know, that he's coming back, and it's great to see him, you know, sharp, although he's missed a few chances and obviously lost possession there. You know, it's great to see him back playing.
Put it back off Bakary.
Much deserved.
Still a little bit of time to see out.
There'll be a little bit more because of the goal, weren't there? So it's probably another 30 seconds or something. But
yeah, what on earth was that from Bakary?
Yeah, I think that was born out of frustration and tiredness, and they've worked so.
But let's not overlook the fact that Chelsea have needed a win in the league. They haven't had one since the middle of September, and this is going to lift them from the edge of the relegation zone up to 4th place.
Yeah, and as I said, on the performance of
Bakary.